welcome back to my channel. You guys have probably seen some of my other makeup tutorials, but I wanted to do a really exciting one today. You know, I always like to take a theme, and this time I was thinking my theme could be sort of Zen, New Age, get some really fun patterns going with sort of the yin-yang and black and white swirls on the eyes, and just a lot of fun stuff you could do with it. But for this particular tutorial, I did want to make sure that, you know, all the viewers know some initial prep work steps that need to be done beforehand. So I'm just going to sort of talk you through those before we get into the actual makeup. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take that nice sort of blank slate state, you know, like when you're out in the middle of nowhere and no one's around, you don't feel any concern about what anyone thinks about how you look, you know, just there's the feel of the moisture in the air and the sound of the bugs and the smell of the pine trees, whatever you feel around there, just really in the moment, this feeling of deep connection with everything around you, and you really want to fight that. So for this tutorial, you want to start thinking about, how do your parents think about you? Like, are they happy with your life choices? Start thinking about your coworkers, you know, what's their opinion? If you have an example of maybe a guy who's passed you on the street and looked at you funny, you want to really dwell on that. That's going to be a key, crucial step for you if you're lucky enough to have that experience. Really think about, like, the expression in his eyes, the disgust as he looked away after seeing your, you know, 5 days from washed hair or whatever situation you had going on that day. Maybe you weren't even sure what it was, but he didn't seem to like you. So really dwell on those. Take a moment to really let that experience deep into your self-awareness until you can't really hardly look at yourself in the mirror without seeing someone else and not, you know, what's actually there, so to speak. So this is an important step one, but then there's still more you need to do to really cement your relationship with makeup. And if you're, you know, the sort of person who just enjoys painting, making things colorful, and that's absolutely all that you get out of putting makeup on your face. It's just a pretty form of self-expression, like picking a flower. Honestly, this probably isn't the makeup tutorial for you. This is one that really involves something deeper, something that you can probably find in every one of all 10 beauty aisles in every single store in the entirety of America. So for all of those who sort of feel that, let's keep going. So the next step is to be aware of what sort of makeup can do for you. It's not going to change your face back into the way you saw it before we added all those layers on, right? It's not going to make it some idealized form, right? It's not going to straighten your nose or change your cheekbones or tighten your skin or anything. What it is going to do is kind of put this mask over your face, this sort of socially acceptable, like, altered form, this it's like the business suit for the face, you know. You've got eyelashes that are darkened and black circles on the edges of the eyes and weird highlighted spots. You know, it's not necessarily a quote-unquote natural look, but it'll really say to the world, yes, I'm here and I'm ready to be a part of society, and that's what we're aiming for. So if you get to the point where you look at yourself in the mirror without makeup and it looks like some strangers looking back at you, that's when you know that you've really succeeded. And the final thing is, you know, when you have makeup on your face, you're not the same person anymore. When you have makeup on your face, you are literally immortal. And that's a really key point to remember. A lot of people don't know this. You can never die while wearing makeup, actually. You've transcended all connection to humanity, to your body. You are a new creation emergent in our strange and wonderful society. So with that said, I personally dread dying, so let's get some makeup on this face. So we're going to start with some blue.